Welcome to Chapter 1, Lesson 5, Negative Exponents. Our learning target or objective for this lesson is to write and evaluate expressions using negative exponents. And once again, no vocabulary words for this lesson. Okay, our key concept for this lesson is zero and negative exponents. In terms of words, it's any non-zero number to the zero power is 1. Any non-zero number to the negative n power is a multiplication inverse of its nth power. And seeing examples down there, 5 to the 0 power equals 1. We could have 1 million to the zero's power and it still would equal 1. Then we have 7 to the negative third power. What that means is we flip the 7 and make it a fraction, 1/7, and then we have 3 of them, 1/7, 1/7, 1/7, or 1 to the 7th to the third power. And then algebra terms, x to the 0 equals 1, or x does not equal 0, and x to the negative n power equals 1, or x to the nth power. Okay, let's take a peek at some examples of these. Okay, write an expression using a positive exponent. So we have 6 to the negative third power. All we're going to do is take that 6, put it underneath 1 in a fraction, and make it to the positive third power. That factor is now a positive 3. Now looking at a to the negative fifth, we're just going to take that a, put it underneath 1 in a fraction, and it goes to the positive 5th power on the bottom in the denominator. And our last one, 7 to the negative second. So again, we're going to make that 1/7, and then the factor stays with the 7, but it becomes a positive now when it's in the denominator. All right, now write each fraction as an expression using a negative exponent. Okay, now we're going to do the exact opposite. Okay, so now we've got to take 1/5. We're going to get rid of we're going to bring it up top. So this will become 5 to the negative second power. So you can see up above, it's just basically opposite. We took the 7, positive 2, it's on the bottom, and you flip it, it becomes 7, negative 2. Here, it's just the opposite. We start with the fraction and we go to a negative exponent. And on the next one, 1/36. Okay, what we want to do here is, first of all, we're going to make that 36. What number times itself is 36? We have 6 times 6, or 6 to the second power. And now we're going to make that a negative exponent. So now we're going to bring the 6 up on top, but then our factor becomes a negative. So 6 to the negative second power. That's pretty much all we're doing with those. Let's take one more, 1/8 to the negative third. Let's write it this way. Okay. Yeah, that's not right. That shouldn't be a negative 3. That should be a positive 3. That's wrong. I'll have to get that fixed. Oh, that's negative. Okay, so again, 8 comes up on top, and the factor turns into a negative 3. Now let's take a peek. Now we have 5 to the third times 5 to the negative 5. Remember back a couple lessons when we had the same base. The base stays the same. And then when we're multiplying, we add the factor. So we have 3 plus negative 5. 3 plus negative 5 gives us 5 to the negative 2. Well, if you want to put that in fraction form, to the second power. That's recalling a previous lesson. I said it's 5/3 times 5 to the negative 5. When you're multiplying, the bases are the same, the base stays the same, and then you're going to add the factors. And let's recall where we are dividing. We have w to the negative first divided by w to the negative 4. Can you recall what we do there? When you're dividing and the bases are the same, the base stays the same, so we still have w. And we take our factors and we subtract. Negative 1 minus a minus 4, that becomes a plus 4. Negative 1 plus 4 is 3. We get w to the third power. Okay, any questions? Please review the video. Write down any questions that you have. Question marks let you know, so when we come in class and do activity in class, that we can answer those questions, so you can be on the page as everyone else is. And our real world example. One human hair is about 0.001 inch in diameter. Write the decimal as a power of 10. So we can do it. First of all, that is the tens, the hundreds, the thousands. Let's write in fraction form first. Thousands, so it's 1 thousandths. And then 1,000, what is the power of 10? How many times 10 times itself gives you 1,000? It would be 10 times 10 times 10. So 3 tens. 1 over 10 to the third. And then if we wanted to write it in with the negative exponent, bring the 10 up. And then the factor becomes a negative 10 to the negative third. Okay, any questions on this? Once again, review the video, write them down, as we will go over many examples and activities in class.